Good morning, children. Up to now, we have finished the short answer questions that we come across in this animal fiber lesson. Now, we'll deal with the essay type questions that normally arise in this lesson. Okay, children? See here, what is stippling process? You know it. It generally comes for the essay type 4 marks or either 8 marks also. We'll see here how to write the answer. Okay, children, see here why are cocoons stifled? You know that cocoons are generally stifled to kill the larva present inside it. If they are not stifled, what happens? They turn to the moth and they spoil the cocoon so that we cannot get the silk. So we have to explain what is the stifling process and how is it done. Everything we have to explain. See here, stifling is a process of killing the larva of the silkworm. In stifling process, that is, the fully formed cocoons are kept in steam oven for about 10 to 15 minutes to kill the larvae which are present inside the cocoons. In this process, if process is not done, the larva changes into moth, breaks the cocoon and spoils it. So from this we cannot get the continuous silk thread. So stippling helps to store the cocoons for a longer period. This cocoons are to be stippled. So like this you are going to write. Another question also asked, what happens if cocoons are not boiled? Why are they boiled? Cocoons are boiled in order to get the fiber, to loosen the fiber, isn't it? So write down this, and the next point will continue about why are they boiled. First, they are also boiled to kill the larva in it and also to loosen the fiber. You write down this point, ma. Last sixth point, you note it down. The cocoons are to be boiled to be loosen the fiber. The cocoons are to be boiled to loosen the fiber to be able to reel it. So it helps for the reeling process also, on which again the fabric is made over the looms. So write down the answer like this. The next question is the similarities between the wool and silk manufacturing or weaving. So we'll see here what are the similarities we follow in the manufacture of wool and silk. That is, in both the silk and wool weaving process, weaving is done on looms. In order to weave, we need the yarn, isn't it? So to weave a fabric, we need a yarn. In both the cases, spinning process is done. Before spinning, dyeing done. Before dyeing, bleaching is done. And also, so we can see that these are the similarities we find in both the silk industry and the wool industry. See here, in both the cases, we have to use the warp threads and weft threads, that is horizontal threads and the vertical threads. They are called as, these warp threads are vertical threads, whereas the weft threads are horizontal threads which are fitted to harness over the loom. So in both the cases, looms are used for weaving. Bleaching process and dyeing process is done in both the industries, that is either in silk industry or in the woolen industry. Spinning process is followed in both the industries to get the yarn from which we get the fabric on looms. So this is the question that is asked on the similarities between both kinds of the fabric, that is a fabric manufacture. But we can also find some of the differences in between these two. What are they? We'll find out now. Till then you note down these points. Now we'll see the steps involved in getting the silk fabric. So in getting the silk fabric, different steps are followed as follows. First, the silk moth which the silkworm weavers get from the greenages which are ready to lay eggs or subjected to the chandrikas, and they eat the mulberry leaves here. So keeping larvae in chandrikas, they start eating mulberry leaves, and after some time they stop eating the mulberry leaves for about after a month and develops into the cocoon, which will be stifled to get the fiber. You know what is the stiffling process already. Later reeling process is done to loosen the fiber, then the cleaning and bleaching process of that fiber is taken place, and 5 to 8 threads of the fibers are wound together to get the yarn, which is reeled over the reelers, and the reeling process is done as such. Cleaning and bleaching process is done, then dyeing process, then warp threads and webbed threads are made over the loom, and the weaving is done on looms. Weaving on looms it is done later. After weaving process we get the silk fabric. This is the various steps that are undergone to get the silk fabric from the silk that is obtained from the silkworm cocoons. So these are the steps you have to follow. 10 steps continuously you note down so that it is easier for you to write in the notes. Okay children? Okay children, now the steps involved in the manufacture of woolen fabric. As you already understood about this, now you can easily write the steps. First, the step is shearing of the fleece from the animal. Next, the fleece is to be washed with the chemicals. That process is called as scoring process. After scoring process, the fleece that we get is sorted out based on their quality and size. They are differentiated and classified into different groups and kept on different piles. Then bleaching process is done to decolorize the fleece. Next, dyeing process of what color you need. The needed color is being dyed to the particular fleece and being subjected to dyeing process. Then the combing and cording to remove the knots that present, if any, after the bleaching and dyeing process. The knots may be formed in between, and so to remove the knots, the combing and cording process is done using the combing machines or cording machines. Next is subjected to spinning process, where the yarn is being made into, and from that the rolling and twisting is done through the whirling spools, and from that the weaving process is carried on over the looms of warp and webbed threads, and we get the woolen fabric as such. So I think you have understood the manufacture of the woolen fabric. Note down the answer, ma. Now children, if you see the differences between the silk and wool manufacturing, we can see these differences. See here, ma. Wool, where do we obtain wool from? We get wool from the sheep, goat, llama, camel, etc., isn't it? Whereas we get the silk from the silkworm, cocoons of the silkworms. The hair, first to get the yarn, we remove the fleece of the goat or sheep of the animal. The hair on the skin is to be sheared. So here shearing process is carried out, whereas such shearing is not done. Whereas the stippling process, to kill the larva inside the cocoon in order to get the continuous silk thread. So here stippling process is done, here shearing process is done. This is the difference. And here next point, here wool is washed with water along with some chemicals, so as to remove the dirt and the grease. That process is called as scoring process. Whereas in the manufacture of silk fabric, reeling process is done. That is, the cocoons are heated in the boiling water so as to obtain the silk, so that we are able to reel it. So that is the reeling process that is followed in the manufacture of the silk. So these are the differences. Next, whereas in the wool manufacture of wool, combing process is done to remove the knots that are formed after the scoring process. And whereas in the manufacture of silk, no such combing process is being carried out. And knitting process is done in the manufacture of wool. That is handmade sweaters also they can be used by using the knitting needles. Whereas such process is not carried in the manufacture of the silk. Only they can be woven on the looms itself. But here wool can be manufactured both on looms and also by using the knitting needles. Woolen fibers is used to make sweaters, mufflers, scarves, blankets, etc. Whereas the silk is used to get the other products such as the satin and crepe fabrics. So we can say that these there are the differences between the manufacture of the silk and the woolen fabric. Hope you have understood the lesson well completely. We have revised everything, that is this completes the whole animal fiber lesson, which contains the silk and wool manufacture. From where do we get the silk from and where do we get the wool from, how is the silk fabric manufactured, and how is the woolen fabric manufactured. So we can say that basic knowledge about the silk and wool manufacturing. So how do we get from where, which is the first place where the silk is being produced, as it is in China, and the wool we can say that it is Australia. So I think you have completely understood the topic well, in which we have written all the short answers and essay type questions also, through which you have got the complete idea of the lesson well. Next, in the next class, we'll take up the next new lesson about the nutrition in plants. Okay children, fine, do the work completely and be prepared for the next lesson. All the best children. Bye.